if you're a Sagittarius born November 22nd to December 21st, what can you expect for the month of September 2017? Let's tune in and find out. So Sagittarius, you're kind of in some tricky waters, and you're just being asked to keep your eyes forward, pay attention to what is going on for you, so that you don't run into more trouble. Because I see you kind of like busy watching what's going on for somebody else, and you're just kind of like, paddling along, but you're watching somebody else, not really paying attention to what you're doing, and you're about to run right into the mouth of a shark. So it's like, listen, wake up, pay attention. There's things for you to do that you can avoid, right? So if you know you're falling behind on work, or you know that you've been smoking too much pot, or you know that you've been drinking too much, or you know that you're falling asleep at the wheel, that you're overdoing it, you're working too much, and you're not taking good care of yourself, and you're running on empty. Stop it, right? Whatever your bad behaviors are that is going to have you, crash or have this, awakening, we don't need to have it. You can wake yourself up, and you can avoid this judgment by just paying attention, okay? So that's really good. So just know that you have the capacity to help yourself, which is really good, because a lot of people don't. A lot of times we have these horrific things that happen to us in our life, and it's just kind of like, a lesson that needs to be learned, or something that, is a karmic debt that needs to be paid. This is none of that. This is something that's under your control, and you can completely avoid it if you're paying attention and you're doing the right things for you. Okay, so now let's look at relationships, romantic relationships for the Sages for this month. If you're already in a committed romantic relationship, what can you expect? So you can expect to really take control, take charge, and I feel also at the same time that you're going to be able to let go of the reins and lean back on your partner. And I see it just reminds me of, in the boat, right? But your partner's behind you, and you can lean back on them, and they're taking care of things. And then you're able to give the paddle back to you. And I just see this nice synergy of the two of you taking turns to move yourself forward. And it feels really nice. And so I feel like you're going to get some good help from your partner, and taking some of the pressure off of you, and also being able to get you to shore, get you to whatever the goal is, whatever the common goal is that you both want. I see you guys working together for it. And all that's needed is kind of like honesty, and just being able to trust, and being able to trust that they're going to be working as hard as you are working, right? And so I feel like this is a really nice month to have things come together for you for common goals. All right, so for those of you that are not in a relationship and are interested in a romantic relationship, what does September hold for you? Well, for some of you, I'm tired. So would make sense why I'm getting, it's kind of up to you whether or not you want to be in a relationship, whether or not you want to put the effort and the energy into a relationship, or if it's just easy to do one-offs. It's just easier to, swipe right, swipe left, Tinder stuff, right? So, or Match.com, and just, go out once or twice and then on to the next one. Relationships do take a lot of work. And I think this month is no different, but the difference that could be is that you would have the energy to actually do that. And the way that you would gain the energy is maybe not looking out at what people aren't giving you, but what you aren't giving yourself, right? Because if you're looking for somebody else to fill you up, you're never going to be satisfied. You're never going to find the right partner, because nobody can do it as good as you. Now, does that mean that why bother? Why should we be in a relationship? Of course not. It's just always at the end of the day, we have to take care of ourselves, and relationships are supposed to add to our pleasure. They're not supposed to just, we're not supposed to do anything for our own happiness, right? And so spiritually, what we need to do is take care of ourselves. So Sag, if you start to look and say, what do I need? What do I need to do for me? And start to do these little tender things for you, it's going to help you to be able to be open to receive, and you'll be able to relieve any, chips on the shoulder you may have of people who've taken advantage of you, or you've given more than they have, or you've paid for dinner and they haven't even done anything, you know, all that kind of like tit for tat stuff, or feeling less than happy with somebody else and the way that they're giving to you. So you need to stop, give to you. Then anybody that you meet, it's like you have no expectation now from them. And so it's really about just having fun, and then that fun can actually lead to a desire to have a little more, you know, and to be able to create more opportunities. I like the best opportunity for that is the new moon in Virgo. We have a full moon in Pisces September 6th, and I feel like that could really be helping you fill up for yourself, be sensitive to yourself, be sensitive to your own needs. And then that new moon in Virgo on the 20th could be the opening there for you not to be so hypercritical towards yourself and not be so hypersensitive, and get back to that, you know, carefree, fun-loving Sagittarius way that you are, that just is this magnet for play and this magnet to bring people into your life, and then just back in the mode of having fun and feeling free. And that awakens your desire then to go, you know what, this person, I kind of like them. I could actually go out with them more than twice, right? And could then put you onto something. So it's kind of, bottom line is, it's up to you whether you want somebody in your life and whether or not this happens this month. And you get there by, one, letting go of needing anything from anybody else, meeting your own needs, and then just going out and playing. And then through that play, you're going to attract the right partner if you want it. And if you don't, that's fine. There, you know, there's other opportunities down the road possibly. So let's look at now career and money. So I really see you calculating and really being able to focus and to kind of like pick the lock on the money, right? Like to be able to go, okay, this is what needs to happen. So I see it more like fine tuning and focusing your energy to be able to open the door to money coming into your life. So it's going to require you to kind of like really look and see and go in and make the time for your success to happen. Because I think, if anything, I feel like you might be a little scattered, maybe doing too many things, or trying, you know, if I do these 5 things, one of them has to hit, instead of going, wait a second, this is really where the money is. I'm going to really focus. And that's what I would do this month. I would focus on one thing and look at trying to get that one thing to really manifest in your career or in money. And I see you being able to be successful in doing that. Okay, so let's look at your health for Sagittarius. You know, you might be dealing with shortness of breath. You may be dealing with feeling pressure in the chest and your lungs, and it just feels like there's this little bit of weight or pressure on you to get things done, to make things happen, to kind of like be the one, right? To hold everything together. And this month I feel like there's some relief for you, that it could mean that other people are showing up to help you, that you're not in it alone, that there are new people around that you can draw from, that you can say, hey, can you help me with this? Or, hey, I need some help with that. Or there could even be some responsibility is taken off of you so you feel better. So I just feel like help is coming along. It almost reminds me of like having a house fall down on you and then you're being pulled out, right? Like people are lifting the bricks off of you and the mortars off of you and pulling you out and rescuing you. So I do feel like there's some breathing room and that there's help is coming. And some of you may have to speak up and ask for it, or if you have been asking for it, know that this is the month where it actually happens. All right, let's see if there's anything unexpected for Sagittarius. Okay, so again, the tired energy, but what I think is unexpected for you this month is that you actually do take care of yourself, that you actually stop and do go, wait a second, I need to do this for me. I need to slow down. I need to ask for help. I need to go see the doctor, or I need to go get the massage, or I need to have somebody else take that load, or I need to empower my kids to do the dishes so I can sit down and take a nap, right? Whatever it is in your life, you're going to have the ability to create stability and health for yourself. And that feels really unexpected, especially like if you're a single mom or single dad and you're out there handling it all by yourself, or if you're in charge of a project and everybody's looking at you, or if you're, the head of a family and, there's been a death and you're the executor of a will and all this pressure to make things happen, right? So just know, if it's a court case, whatever it is, there's relief. There's relief coming this month, and so that you can actually take care of yourself. So not bad. All right, Sagittarius, have a wonderful month. And I hope you like my intuitive astrology. If you do, please click like. Feel free to comment below, and I'll come back around and add my 2 cents worth to your little note. And I hope you have a wonderful September, and I look forward to connecting with you again next month.